So obviously you're entitled to film what you want to. Only thing I just want to make it clear is the car park itself is private land. So if you want to film from behind the barriers, that's fine. But otherwise, yeah, just not walking around in here is all. No, if you could do that now, as it's private land, I can escort you out of the private land, and then you can keep filming. But otherwise,
you deem it reasonable to use force?
Yeah, yeah. I'd like to remind about this being a private car park, and me asking you to leave it as well.
Yeah,
so
I did want you to come out again.
I know you did, but I said I'm going to escort you off of the private land.
What starts as a routine filming session quickly turns into a disagreement over where the auditor is allowed to stand. The officer immediately acknowledges that filming itself is lawful, but insists the police car park is private property and asks the auditor to move behind the barrier. When the auditor calmly questions whether force could be used, the officer says it would be reasonable to escort him off the land if necessary. Instead of arguing emotionally, the auditor focuses on one issue, where exactly the public boundary ends. He points out the nearby public footpath and asks practical questions rather than refusing outright. By keeping the discussion centered on facts instead of confrontation, he forces the officer to explain the legal basis for every instruction.
No, not really.
Perfect. So obviously you're entitled to film what you want to. Only thing I just want to make it clear is the car park itself is private land. So if you want to film from behind the barriers, that's fine. But otherwise, yeah, just not walking around in here is all.
It's publicly accessible though.
No, but it's private land still. A place can be publicly accessible and be private land, just like if you walk through nature and walk into a farm and field. Still is field, but you can access it.
Yeah, so it's publicly
you can
accessible.
film what you want, but I just have to let you know this is a private car park, private land. So
yeah, I'm aware of that.
Other side of the barrier for me?
I will in a minute, yeah.
No, if you could do that now, as it's private land, I can escort you out of the private land, and then you can keep filming. But otherwise,
you deem it reasonable to use force?
Yeah, yeah. Would you like to walk yourself out there?
To move over there?
Yeah, just on the other side of the barrier. You're perfectly fine. You can stand over there.
I don't think it's that side of the barrier.
Land.
See, you've got a public footpath sign there.
Would you like to go there yourself, sir, or?
Well, can I just inquire about this pavement here?
Yeah, well, stand on the pavement if you like, because obviously that's a.
So even though it's on this side of the barrier,
well, you can see the little
fine.
bollards there, demarcating the separation. But yeah, it's just not in the car park, that's all.
So if I wanted to speak to the police, can I not do that today? Or?
You can. Would you like to speak to me about something? Let's pop
no,
over
I'm
here,
just
we're on
saying.
the road on the,
I'm saying provide. You know, let's say I came here to report something. Is the front counter open today?
It won't be open on Sundays, no.
Oh, right.
There's a sign on the front that tells you about the opening hours.
See, I wasn't sure if I was
there's a yellow phone as well, which goes direct to our control room.
Okay.
Do you need any help with anything? Do you want to report anything at all?
No. Do you have a mounted unit here?
Not here, no. They're up near Norton Keynes.
Oh, right. Just wondered why the high up one.
To be honest, I have no idea. I think it's for when people collect the bins out back. But,
right.
If you don't need any help, like I say, you can just stay this side of the barriers for me, and when a car comes through, you can step out the road. Otherwise, give us a shout if you need us. Like I say, the yellow phone, or shout loudly, we'll hear you through the windows, alright?
I wish you could follow me around all the time, pointing out hazards. And
alright, take care of yourself.
What's your shoulder number?
5180. Just there for you on the chest and also on the shoulders. Alright? Need anything else at all?
I mean, I'd like it if you didn't wear that badge.
Well, that's your preference. My preference is to keep it on. But
how do you pronounce your surname? Is it Abdi?
That's right, yep.
Abdi.
After stepping toward the public side, the auditor continues asking polite but precise questions. He checks whether the station is open, asks about reporting an incident, and confirms where members of the public are allowed to stand. The conversation remains calm, and the officer provides information without escalating the situation. Once the interaction ends, the auditor highlights another issue. The officer activated a body-worn camera without first informing him. That shifts the discussion away from private land and toward police procedure. Rather than arguing over authority, the auditor begins questioning whether policy has been followed correctly, changing the focus from obedience to accountability.
I'm going to be asking you to leave it as well.
Yeah,
so
I did want you to come out again.
I know you did, but I said I'm going to escort you off of the private land. And that'll do perfect.
And can I just remind you of a policy that you didn't follow?
What's that?
Hang on, let me turn this back around. Don't want it on me. It's your body camera policy.
It's on?
Yeah, and it was on before and you didn't tell me.
Okay.
And it's your policy under GDPR?
Not under GDPR, no, just generally.
No,
so
it's for
as we're in a
GDPR.
public place, any person
like
yourself is free to record.
I thought we were in a private place.
On a private place, we can record what we want. It's our property.
Oh, so smug. You're so right. Why don't, if you're going to go back into,
We're not going to go back in. We're going to hang around.
when you go back into your hovel, have a little look at Section 33 of the Criminal Justice Act.
Okie dokie.
That turns this into a public place because there's no fencing,
Okie dokie.
which means you.
I want to go on all of the fields I want as well now. That sounds good.
Well, no, because they're fenced off, you clown. Is there a fence here?
Yeah. There's not a fence on every single field in the country, is there?
No, but read. Honestly, I know you won't, but when you go in, have a little look. Section 33 of the Criminal Justice Act, 1972.
Tell you what.
Write it down.
Just there, and I'll have a look on my phone, just for you.
Okay, I can.
The discussion soon moves beyond the car park and into a debate about recording policies and legal definitions. The auditor references legislation relating to public places, while the officer maintains that the land remains private property despite being publicly accessible. Instead of raising his voice, the auditor asks the officer to verify the wording of the legislation. Both sides begin checking the law, rather than relying on assumptions. The conversation becomes less about personal opinions and more about interpreting legal language, showing how calm questioning can keep a disagreement focused on facts instead of emotion.
Criminal Courts Act 1973, so now I've got to have a look at that one as well. But basically...
No, you're looking at the wrong thing. I don't know why you can't find it. I
found it for you.
No, I can find the actual...
Yeah, and it relates to the power in that act which has since been repealed. So I'm just having a look at the one that's replaced it for
all
you.
Section 33 does is it just defines in law what a public place is.
For the purposes of Section 9. That's
So
what
it doesn't matter what the purpose is for.
No, it does, because that's what it says.
It's telling you that any place that is accessible to the public...
No, it's not telling you any place. It's not telling you any place. I'll get it back up for you again.
No, but you've not found the definition.
Yes, I have. Look.
Read me the definition of a public place.
For the definition of public place in Section 9.1.
Yeah.
So it's in that
Public
section
place includes any highway...
In section... For the purpose of it in 9.1.
No, read the entire thing.
So I'll explain...
No, you're picking and choosing.
I can read it for you if you want.
No, I can read it.
For the definition of public place
No, I don't care about that. Read the bit in quotation marks. That's the bit you're omitting.
So I'll read the bit in quotation marks.
I hope you don't do this to investigations. Pick and choose the bits you like.
I'll read the bit in quotation marks.
Please do.
I'd just like to point out you're picking and choosing.
And I'm going to put the whole definition on screen to see if you...
Are you going to include the first bit as well, where it says that this relates to
Why are you
Section
shaking?
9? Are you going after my medical stuff? Anyway.
No, I'm just asking. Why are you shaking?
Because that's...
Just asking if you're scared of me or something.
No.
Good.
But yeah, as I'm saying, if you don't want me to pick and choose, I don't think you should either.
No, I'm not picking. Please do.
Extension of definition of public place in Public Order Act 1936. For the definition of public place in Section 9.1 of the Public Order Act 1936, there shall be substituted: public place includes any highway, any other premise, or which at the material time the public have or are permitted to have access, whether on pavement or otherwise.
Or otherwise. Car park.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's for the definition of public place in Section 9.1.
That's what a public place is.
Which has been repealed.
No, it hasn't been repealed.
Yes, it has. I'll show you that bit that I just got to as well.
Section 33. You can't repeal a definition.
The definition is
there.
Legislation.
I promise you, it's there.
And I promise you.
There has been countless civil claims made using that in recent years.
Okay.
You cannot use force to remove me from a public place.
I can use force to remove you from private property.
You think you can? No, it's private. Everything's private property. Whether it's owned by the council, you can come into my front garden. If the gate's open.
Then we've got just at the bottom here, same act, textual amendments, sections 1 to 5 and 7 to 22, which 9 is in between that number, repealed by that one. All right.
The Courts Act 1973.
Yeah.
So you're not looking at the right one.
Okay. I feel like this is going to go round and round.
I'll tell you what. I'll find it and I'll email it to you.
That's okay. I found it myself.
You've not found the right one. You found the definition, but you're trying to say that doesn't apply. What a joker.
The final exchange centers entirely on the wording of the legislation. The officer searches through the statute and explains his interpretation, while the auditor asks him to read the complete definition instead of selected sections. Each side argues that the law supports their position, creating a detailed discussion about what legally qualifies as a public place. Although neither side immediately changes their view, the encounter ends without losing composure. The debate demonstrates how remaining calm, asking direct questions, and referring to the exact wording of legislation can keep a difficult interaction focused on evidence rather than confrontation.